we got Davey back and
Yo.
Della, a new guest, Della, for the first time. Hello, Della. Hello, Davey. How you guys doing?
Hello.
You guys ready for World War III? We got a lot of footage to go through tonight of shit getting blown up.
Dude, all of us are too old for World War III. It doesn't even matter. Like, they can't even draft us. We're good, dude.
Let me see if I can.
We're just going to be on the sidelines. It's totally fine.
Until it gets really bad. When it gets really bad, they'll start taking old ass people like us, sending us to the front lines. We'll be good cannon fodder, bro.
Nah, dude, they're going to put us in an office or something. We'll just have to review, like, game footage.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about the Iran war? I'm pretty not happy about it, to be honest. I feel like I've been completely betrayed by Trump. That's my feeling. What do you guys think?
I've been, doing like pretty political content for like 5 years, and I've never called myself MAGA, but like I fully voted for him, and was like all excited about the golden age and stuff like that. And I feel very much swindled, and I feel like I have a lot to say about it. I feel completely duped, just like the majority. I feel like the silent majority feel that way.
Well, I don't know how you could feel any way else, because if you listen to everything that Trump ran on, this is a complete betrayal of that. It just is. There's no way to deny it.
Look, dude,
Trump and all the people around him.
My defense stocks are doing great right now. I mean, I am so far up on my investment portfolio currently. This is great, dude. I'm rich right now.
Did you really invest in defense stocks? Because that's smart as fuck. Because that's like,
yeah, dude, absolutely.
Yeah, shorting oil as well would be a good idea right now.
I don't short anything, but I definitely bought defense stocks, and those are all like up 150%. So, hey, war is good business, dude.
You say that. Here's the thing with all this footage coming out is like the people who everybody's like, oh, this is AI. This is AI. It's really hard to prove what's AI and what's not AI right now, to be honest. It's pretty frustrating. Trying to find the right. So
I think you're trying to say goy slop ping.
Goy
is what you're
slop,
looking for.
yeah.
I think that's the word you're looking for. Yeah.
It's I mean, let's just get through some of this shit. Like, this is the stuff I've been finding today. This is Iranian strike in Tel Aviv. Okay, so the thing is, Grok is confirming a lot of this shit, and it's like, how does Grok know? So I mean, Tel Aviv is getting fucked up, bro. It is getting fucked up. Here's
I mean, what would you expect though?
Dude, I don't know. I thought their Iron Dome shit was gonna hold up, but it looks like. Here's the thing. I was watching this video, and this guy basically broke it down. It's like 10 grand for one of these Israeli rockets. I mean, Iranian rockets are like 10 grand, and it's like $1 million to shoot it down. So the strategy with Iran is to use all these old cheap ass fucking rockets and deplete the missile defense system, and then hit with the big ones. And what it looks like, Iran has just got missiles for days, dude. I mean, there's a lot of shit here. This is CNN having to take off.
And so we are going to just unmic them.
Why is there no audio playing here? You guys don't
hear
hear
it.
audio? You hear audio? Yeah, something
it.
something with my audio is fucked up because I'm not hearing it.
I can hear it loud and clear.
That's crazy. Why are you guys hearing it and I'm not? Insane. Oh, I think I probably got
I'll tell you what's happening.
Exactly where we go. All right.
What's up? Yeah, tell me. They're having to flee, huh?
They're unmiking. They're walking away from their desk. She's panicking for sure. She is for sure panicking.
You can just leave that.
I would be too, dude.
Okay.
Wouldn't you?
All right.
No, dude, that's what you're
I'm
there
gonna just
for.
move slowly here while Dan's coming with me. Okay.
I mean, she's kind of leading the way.
We're gonna move.
Dan looks like a
You hear the
complete
sirens
idiot.
now, and this is all around the area that we're in Tel Aviv. So that initial warning, it was about, I think, 5 or 6 minutes, Dan.
I would move
And then
faster.
Let's
run.
Going.
Dude, they are out in the open. They are fully exposed.
As well from the Iranian instructed Hezbollah, which is part of the Iranian regime strategy of what's called survival warfare. Mobilize as much missiles coming from Lebanon. It could be the Houthis in Yemen. We don't know, but this is the Iranian regime survival strategy. Mobilize as much terror as you can to distract the world's attention away from the Iranian front itself.
I bet you
pummeled, dude.
Yeah. I mean, there's more. There's so much. There's one that's like unbelievable the amount of rockets that hit Tel Aviv. I imagine Iran would love to have dropped a missile right on CNN's broadcast as it's live. You know what I mean? Like that's yeah. Iran would love that, bro. So
First
yeah,
of all, it's Iran ping
Yeah,
trap.
fuck.
Can you get it right, dude?
here's another one. More than 650. Okay, again, fog of war. I don't know we're just reporting what's being said. More than 650 U.S. military personnel killed or wounded by Iran's retaliatory operation. 650, dude.
Is that a real confirmed number?
This is not going to be like Iraq. This, of course, is not going to be like Venezuela. This is fucking Iran, and I don't think people understand what we just got ourselves into. Everybody thinks, "Oh, it's going to be so quick and easy." Anyway, let's see. Let's see. I mean, this is Fox News alert.
Fox News alert. An official source has confirmed that a suspected Iranian drone has hit a CIA station in Saudi Arabia's capital. Jennifer Griffin is live in Washington. Jennifer, what do we know?
Well, Jessica, we've confirmed with an official source that, in fact, it was an Iranian drone that struck the station, the CIA station in Riyadh. It was part of that U.S. Embassy compound, part of that drone strike last night that led to damage at the embassy. This is certainly a symbolic victory for the IRGC. Nobody was injured. Nobody was at the embassy at the time. The Washington Post was the first to report on the incident and that it was, in fact, the CIA station that was targeted and hit. But what this indicates is that drones, the Iranian drones, are going to be a big problem. They can take out the missile launchers and even the missile stockpiles, but they have thousands, if not tens of thousands of these drones, and anyone can put them in the back of a truck and fire them. These are really the new suicide bombs of the next phase in the Middle East, and they're going to be a problem for some time.
So they said nobody was injured here, but nobody was there. But I don't know. This is RT.com. Take it with a grain of salt. The 650.
Dude, the thing that's so scary about this is the drone bombs, right? I
Yeah.
was having a conversation with the guy who worked for a defense company for a while, and that was one of the things that he told me like a year ago was the new weapons of future war. They're going to be drones, and you can just strap 10,000 of them to a bomber plane, just unleash them, and then they just go seek and destroy. That's terrifying, dude.
Yeah. And they
That's
can make them-
really scary.
and they're quick and cheap too, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the big thing. Like if you think about the financial impact, like it costs you $1 million to stop a $10,000 rocket. How long can you keep that up if the rockets just never stop?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man. What do you think, Della?
I'm just thinking about all the space I've been in for, like the last 5 or 6 years of this like online content creation in the realm of politics, mostly just opinion related. But I've become friends with all these people, like parasocial friends with all these people, these big conservative influencers. And every single one of them, cut and paste, has the exact same opinion on this.
Yeah.
And it is, yay, war, essentially. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Like, I cannot. And the more, every time I've fully sat there and listened to these people that think that this is a good thing, I've listened to, it's not like I'm in an echo chamber. They're my echo chamber, if anything, I would just jump on the bandwagon with them. But the minute I saw this, I was just like, this is terrible. And it's all for a foreign country that doesn't even actually like us.
Yeah.
From my understanding, from my estimation, that's what this is about essentially. And according to Marco Rubio, who said it on television literally yesterday, that we're doing this because of Israel.
Yeah, essentially, we had no choice because Israel was going to attack anyway, and that would mean Iran was going to attack our bases if Israel attacked them. So then we had no choice but to kick off this fucking quagmire, dude. It's like we learned nothing from 20 years ago. Like we've been down this route. The same propaganda that we're getting bombarded with now was the same propaganda from 2003, the second Iraq invasion, and it's like, damn. We're going to fall for it again?
And the only justification I have seen at all is like, but look at this footage of Iranians celebrating in the streets. And it's like, okay, number one, cool. Yeah, if some of them, which I think it's a lot less of them than is being perceived according to like the media, but if some of them are excited about it, what does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with us? Why is this our also like if their Lord and Savior Trump, who I have like advocated for. I don't have TDS. Like
too.
I have very much liked Trump more than Davey. I've liked Trump. I've liked Trump more than a lot of people. Like
Way
I think
more
that
than
he's
Davey.
and it's preposterous. And the same people, the way that they're just taking this footage, they're like, oh look, it's a good thing because they're excited. And I'm not saying that the guy wasn't horrendous, because from the little research I've done on him, he was absolutely terrible. But also, like, if Trump was shot down tomorrow, liberals would be celebrating the streets in the exact same way. So it's like,
I said the same thing last night.
how are you going to use that as justification for
Exactly.
us jumping in a war that has nothing to do with us?
Yeah, I said the same thing last night. Like if Iran assassinated Trump, you know, the ICE protesters, the TDS crowd would be fucking celebrating. There'd be people in the streets going crazy. So what does that mean at the end of the day? Yeah, they're a divided nation the same way we are, where some people like the regime and some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know, man. To me, this is just this has a potential to be way worse than Iraq, and Iraq was really bad because Iran is not Iraq. I mean, if you remember the Iraq war, we weren't dealing with what we're already dealing with Iran, which is just them fucking shooting off rockets nonstop across the world. And the idea that, oh, we took out the Ayatollah Khomeini or whatever, the supreme leader. Oh, it's over. No, I mean, it's just a typical saying, like you chop off one head and another head replaces it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And now they're so like basically they have like autonomous areas of Iran where they don't even need leadership. They're all just acting on their own. So
Dude,
if
that's
you
what
can,
the
like,
Muslim Brotherhood is in place for. So yeah, you take out Ayatollah Khamenei, and that's a good thing. I mean, I didn't shed a tear over his passing. Obviously, the guy is evil, right? But at the same time, Iran has been funding the Muslim Brotherhood, which is, you know, the Houthis, Hezbollah, Hamas. There's others that I'm forgetting about right now, but you know, these guys don't need the Ayatollah to go and do damage. Essentially, I mean that segment that you played, you know, they've got either Hezbollah or Houthis in Lebanon that are launching rockets from Lebanon, and now Israel's shooting rockets over there. I mean, it's just a mess.
that wasn't
dude.
even the worst footage, dude. There's we got even more. I mean, it seems like a lot of these, because they got these cluster bombs now where they like one bomb will split up into like multiple bombs. So they're like designed to get past their missile defense system. And a lot of people are thinking China and Russia provided them with that. And
oh, for sure. Dude, who makes all the
Makes
drones?
sense.
Where do you
Yeah.
think the drones are coming from? China.
Yeah.
China was one of Iran's, greatest allies. You know, it's basically China, Russia, and Venezuela. Those were their
Yep.
guys. And you know, from an ideological perspective, like you could talk about this shit all day. Like, oh, well, by, you know, essentially cutting off the head of Iran, did we, you know, take care of a potentially dangerous and destabilizing force in the Middle East? Maybe, dude. But is it worth it for us to get involved? Absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
And
we have to think about it from our perspective. Does this help us as an American citizen? How does this make our life better?
Yeah.
According to Red Hat people, yes, absolutely, yes, without a question, which is insane. And what's scary to me as somebody with limited knowledge, I literally refer to myself as like the dildo of politics. I just give my opinion on stuff. I'm not like a history buff whatsoever. Whenever people start talking about a war from the past, I fall asleep. But the fact that people are stoked about this, and then Trump, like, I'm already seeing it seep into like the language. It was one day and people in my comment section are going, what war? What war are you talking about? What war? We're not at war. And then it was one day and then it's 2 days. And now he's up on a podium and he's like, just 4 weeks. It's giving, what was it? 2 weeks to stop the spread or whatever. That's what it's giving to me. We have no idea how long this is going to go on now.
It's the Dick Cheney playbook. I mean, I played a clip yesterday. Dick Cheney basically said the same thing about Iraq. Oh, I expect this to go on for maybe 4 weeks. 15 years later, we're still fucking got troops over there. And yeah, according to this, breaking 50,000 U.S. troops in Middle East now assigned to war against Iran, with more forces and fighter jets flowing into region. I have a feeling it's going to escalate to a ground war as well.
Oh, it has to, dude. Yeah, absolutely. When Iran didn't just roll over, I mean that was the guaranteed outcome.
Yeah.
If they just rolled over and been like, all right, we get it, we're not going to fight back, maybe we'll launch a couple ceremonial missiles or whatever, then it would have been over. But no, they're actually going to fight back. And like what you have to really consider from a historical context is this goes all the way back to 1979, dude, when the IRGC first came to power, when the Ayatollah took control, before Iran was a monarchy, and there was a contingent of people, a large contingent of people that were like, we're tired of the monarchy, let's bring in the Ayatollah, right? And they helped usher in this new era that was supposed to be prosperous for Iran and all this other stuff, and it ended up not being prosperous. And now we're 50 years later, and of course the script has flipped, right? And now you've got a large contingent of people saying, no, actually the IRGC is bad and we want to bring back the monarchy. Well, dude, that's fine. Let those people handle it. Why do we have to be in the middle of it? I get that America is the world police. I understand that. And that's our primary export is defense and war. But it's just like, it doesn't make my life any better. Why are we not focused on making life better for Americans in America?
Yeah, and being the world police is a complete fucking drain from our resources that could be going to helping Americans.
Yeah. That's what's so wild to me about it, to be excited about war, whether or not you think that like it's justified or not, to be actively like posting about being happy that this is happening while I work full time and can't afford health insurance is like insane. Like I can't go to the dentist, but we're going to spend how much money taking down every single one of their drones? It's insane.
Yeah, and the argument like, oh, he's a bad guy. There's a lot of bad guys. The argument needs to not be, okay, he's a bad guy. I get it. He's a bad guy. Everybody's happy he's dead. The argument needs to be, how does this help me as an American citizen?
Right.
Right.
How does this benefit American citizens? Because that's supposed to be the government's job, is to look after us and not worry about every little. Because there's tons of bad leaders across the world. It's which next bad leader are we going to take on? Like, that's just a bullshit argument, bro.
Dude, I've been working on this. I've been following this Iranian story since middle of February, right? I happened to run into a group of Iranian protesters in Austin, and they were out in the streets. They were flying the old Iranian flag with the lion on it instead of the new IRGC one, and they were also flying Israeli flags. And I was like, "Yo, what is going on here?" And I ended up talking to them. I did a podcast with like this Iranian immigrant, came to the United States when she was 14, has lived here for the past 20 or so years, but grew up in Iran. And their whole mission, her mission, and all the people that are working with, and there's thousands of them in Austin, which is crazy. Like they flooded the streets of Austin at one point. Their whole mission is, we need America and Israel's help to abolish the Ayatollah and bring back their king, whatever the Shah, whatever it is, right?
It's crazy. We're going to do a regime change to bring back a monarchy. Doesn't that sound fucking weird?
I mean, that is kind of weird, dude. But
yeah.
I mean, so you sympathize with these people, obviously, right? Like talking to them, it's heartbreaking listening to their stories and how badly they want the Ayatollah gone and how they want their country back and they want their freedom, et cetera, right? But again, I kept coming back to the same thing. Why do we have to get involved?
And us getting involved, is it actually going to solve anything? Because it tends to be when we get involved and start taking people out, we create power vacuums that lead to civil war, more terrorism. So us getting involved isn't a guarantee that we're actually going to make it better. Right. The one guarantee is we're going to fucking, spend so much fucking money, devalue our dollar. Our soldiers are going to die. And do we even make any sort of positive progress? And I'm not rooting against America. I'm America. I want this to be I want this to be everything that the people that wanted to be. I want that. I hope we get in there and it's 4 weeks. We fucking wipe out the regime and some beautiful new regime takes over and life is better for the Iranian people. I want that. But history does not show that's what's going to happen. And for some reason, people who should know better, who claim to supported Trump because Trump was the anti-war, the no new wars guy, And then all of a sudden they're fine with the biggest fucking war, probably bigger than Iraq and Afghanistan, him kicking that off. And I think he's probably already regretting it.
Which everything you just said, by the way, was repeated by Charlie Kirk, who some would consider, what I would consider, an expert in this realm. Charlie Kirk, Pete Hegseth, Trump himself, JD Vance, who else? There's so many. All of them just said this and completely flipped the script as soon as we bombed them.
Yeah, it's like and then they get mad at you because you're like, it's like, dude, I'm rooting for us to do this, but I'm not going to ignore like every other time we've done this. It's been a fucking disaster. And you guys are fucking angry about the devaluation of our dollar. You're angry about the debt, but let's take on another war with an even bigger, more dangerous fucking country that really, if no one talked about Iran, I wouldn't even think about Iran. It has no effect on my fucking life, dude. I would rather go to war in Mexico and take out the fucking cartel. That actually, living in South Texas, affects me way more than fucking Iran does.
Right.
Valid.
So yeah,
valid.
Motherfucking Damien, what's up, buddy? Libertarian leaning independent here. Donald W. Bush doesn't just have me bailing off the Trump train. I'm advocating for scuttling the tracks. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people. They're saying they'll vote for Democrats. I've even thought about like the move might be if we're going to get a neocon Republican administration that we absolutely did not want. One of the only reasons I was willing to vote for Trump and vote Republican was because of how hard he ran against the wars. And if we're not going to get that, maybe we all, the independents like me who are kind of swing voters, maybe we need to kind of get involved in the Democrat side and try to like prop up the moderate Democrat candidates.
No, dude. No. We just need a third part. We need a viable third party.
Yeah, well,
because imagine if Kamala Harris was president right now. No way, dude.
Yeah.
No, maybe we wouldn't have a war in Iran, but we'd have an absolute clusterfuck.
My point is,
they're all still cucked by Israel, though. I mean, she would be as well.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is like if you've been paying attention to Stephen A. Smith, he's trying to push like a moderate Democrat candidacy where it's like, I'm not for more taxes. I'm for border security. It's like your old school liberal shit. And a lot of Trump supporters are basically old school liberals that, 20 years ago, I mean, Trump was a Democrat 20 years ago, it's not that far off to see a lot of these old school liberal types who voted for Trump to move back to the Democrat Party, especially if there's a moderate. And that's because that's my biggest fear is like, okay, so now we got two choices. We got neocons that are going to wage war, or we got Marxists on the left, So if we could just get some fucking modern candidates on the moderate Democrats on the Democrat side, I'd feel a lot better about the future of this country. Because it feels like right now, if there are no moderates propped up in the Democratic Party, we're going to end up with a Mamdani AOC type in power. And that to me, I mean, that's a huge disaster. Open borders, tax to fucking, they always talk about taxing the billionaires. Every time they do that, it's not the billionaires that are going to get their asses handed to them. It's going to be the middle class, lower class who are going to get their asses handed to them with taxes. And we already are,
Basically, we need like an old school Bill Clinton, dude.
You
know what I mean?
Well, and I know everybody thinks it's stupid. Stephen A. Smith is kind of a joke or whatever, but I mean, he's one of the few Democrats that when you listen to him, it's like, okay, I wish this is what the Democrat Party was. I wish it was still the old school liberal Democrat Party and not the kind of Marxist leaning Democrat Party,
Yeah.
Saint Onion with $2. Welcome to Rome. Yeah. The fall of the empire, buddy. The fall of the empire.
See, I'm not doom and gloom like that. I'm not totally black pilled. Like maybe you are, Mark. I don't know. Are you?
I'm not black pilled either. I just I can't ignore like how this always turns out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm supposed to pretend like, oh, this is going to be great. It's like, no, I've seen this play out. I'm old enough. I've seen this play out. I've fallen for it. I was for the Iraq invasion in 2003. When
we all were, dude. Yeah, go take out the terrorists. Team America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, got to stop them there before they get over here, And then it's like he's using chemical weapons on his own people. And I'm like, yeah, this is terrible. We got to take the guy out. And it's like, you learn, as you grow older, you learn, and then they're using that same blueprint, that same bullshit blueprint. And I'm not going to fall for it. But my God, I do hope the bullshit is correct that, hey, this is going to be quick and easy. And, it's going to make the world a better place. We'll see. Here's And guys, thanks for the super chats. Links are in the description if you want to support the show. Go follow. Let's go give you guys a quick shout out at Davey Jax. At Davey
now
for
it's
real now.
At Davey for real, because my IG got nuked because I had made a joke about Michael Jordan.
And you still haven't got it back?
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's supposed to be back this week. We'll see, dude.
Well, last time we talked, you said this weekend, and now
yeah, well, you know,
weekend.
it's a bunch of Indians trying to get it back for
Is
me.
he still responding to you? Hopefully.
Oh yeah,
He hasn't
they're
ghosted
still
you?
responding. Nah, not
Okay.
yet. We'll see
Okay.
what happens, dude.
Yeah, so at Davey for real on IG, at Davey
Yeah.
Jax JAX on YouTube, or is it what was it? Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, with two
Della,
X's.
where can people find you?
Della Dream on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm on YouTube, kind of.
And she's base as fuck. Go give her a follow.
She is, and she's my girlfriend, by the way.
Yeah,
You
so
conveniently
calm
left
down.
that part out. Yeah,
Yeah, calm down. She's off the market, guys.
Dude, Mark, I will beat your. Well, I can't say that on YouTube. Never mind.
You gonna do my meat or what? What
No,
do you do?
no.
I didn't get a briefing of what I can and can't say, so I'm
That's
trying
useful.
to I'm trying to be me myself, but I'm also
You can say
trying
you can say all the cuss words except for FA.
right. Okay.
No F slurs.
Yeah,
You
you can
can't
say
say-
retard.
You have to say unalive.
Well, I mean,
What about talking too much too much about Israel? Are you going to get Tyler? Are you going to get Tyler Oliveira?
No, you could talk about Israel. I mean,
All right.
to me, if I don't know what YouTube does what it wants to do, but if you're criticizing the policies of a country and the leaders of a country, like that's not wrong, right? But if you're like the Jews,
Right,
the Jews,
right.
that's a little
Dude,
bit
I-
different.
Which I've never done that, and
Me neither.
but the
I-
reaction is exactly the same.
Yeah,
The,
that's fine.
I told Mark beforehand, Della, that I'm on a timeout from talking about the chosen people right now because I've gotten so much backlash online for posting a very mild joke about
that the
Bibi
stand-up clip?
Netanyahu.
Is that
Yeah,
the stand-up
dude.
clip? Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
funny. It's so funny. We should pull that up. It's a funny clip.
It is a
Um,
funny clip, dude, and everyone freaked out. God.
All right, so let's get to more of these wild videos, bro. This is an Iranian drone has been observed over Dubai. Dubai's been getting hit
Yep.
as well.
Berjen diktator nih kali awal tu.
Ya banyak.
Okay. Ya Malik. Ya Malik. Dekho. Oh my God.
I think if Americans had to deal with this, all these people that are celebrating
dude.
this war, if this happened in their city, that'd be it.
The minute
We're
one of
so-
these hits on American soil, the entire narrative changes. Yes.
Hmm.
We're so disconnected. Yeah, Israel's hitting Lebanon now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is this that?
Yeah.
Look at that. My God.
That's an Israeli bomb.
That's in
By the way-
Beirut, yeah?
Sorry, drinking too much soda. Every time I play this footage, even though it's just a bomb going off and it's the same bomb you'd see going off in a video game, any other time I could play this and not get demonetized, I get demonetized every time I play footage like this. So your
Well, stop
support's
playing the
like-
footage, dude. Just
No, it's,
show some
we're not
pictures.
playing. We're going. There's
It's
no
like,
stopping.
nah.
Whatever.
Thank you for the 99 cents, MHL mods. What's up, buddy? All right, so supersonic hit on exact location. I think this is one everybody's saying this. Everybody's fighting whether this shit is AI or not, because that's where we're at now. You can't even trust footage, but people are saying this is AI, but we're still gonna play it.
אתם רואים את העשן שם מעל נמל חיפה? משהו בוער שם. אוי, טילי פרסוני!
That one
אלוהים!
looked like AI.
כל המפרץ פיצוץ אחד גדול! תסגרי את החלון מהר!
Everything looks like AI now because AI
That-
looks
that
like
one
real
looked
life. Yeah, people are saying that's AI. A direct
All right.
hit on the home of Emirati Ambassador Mohammed Fath Al Qaja. I doubt that's how you say it. In I can't read all that. Let's go. So this is let's see, yeah.
Ugh.
Didn't they take out like the voting body today too for the IRGC? Like they were voting to elect a new Ayatollah or something like that, and they
They
just
got taken out.
took out the entire building.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah.
Crazy footage, Iranian regime forces shooting at Iranians chanting out of a high-rise building. So like the pro regime change Iranians who are like, I guess, singing about regime change or whatever, and the soldiers are on the ground and they start shooting it. This is crazy. I've seen this one. This is terrifying.
Oh my God, dude.
Watch this. Watch this bullet right here. Watch this one. He's getting shot. They're definitely shooting at this fucking guy. It's all because they're just chanting, I guess, down with the regime or whatever.
Yeah.
So disturbing.
So just to give you some insight on that, Ping Truck, I was talking to one of my buddies who is fairly high up in, I'm just going to say the government, and his take on it and what he was gathering from his intel was that the original protests in Iran were homegrown. So these were Iranians protesting the regime, but it was very much being stoked by Mossad and CIA. Like,
Yeah,
so,
well,
so they were there
course.
with them, like kind of helping out and, you know, exacerbating the situation.
The reports now, the CIA are doing operations to try to get the revolution underway right now.
Yeah.
They're trying to get the Sunnis going. Because, you know, that's the thing. You got the Shiites and the Sunnis, and they fucking hate each other. And
Yep. Well, that was the whole thing. Did you already cover the thing that happened in Austin?
yeah, I talked about it yesterday. What do you got to say about it, bro? Because that
guy
that's
was
a lot of that.
Sunni. So Iran is Shia,
Yeah.
right? It's Shia Islam, and the guy that attacked the bar in Austin is a Sunni Muslim.
Yeah,
It
but there are
makes no sense.
Yeah, well, he's choosing, even though he's a Sunni, he's choosing his Muslims over Americans. So
Theoretically, sure,
They-
unless it was just
they
a
hate
plant.
each other, but they'll probably, if it came down to it, they'd probably come together to fight the big devil America. You know what I mean?
Sure,
He had the Iranian shirt, right?
he
Underneath.
did. Yep,
He
under
was
his
clearly-
hoodie, under his property of Allah hoodie. Yeah,
Yeah.
he sure did.
So I
With the
think this-
Quran in his car,
That seems very sus to me.
right?
The
That's
fact
what
that
I'm
he
saying.
was so decked out in merch is like wild.
Yeah.
Dude was merched out.
I mean, there's a lot of people here who could be radicalized, and we might see an uptick in terrorism. So even though it's sus, it's not, to me, too out of the realm of possibility that we're going to see an uptick in terrorist attacks here.
Oh, totally. No. I mean, I didn't go to the farmer's market on Sunday because that's when all this shit happened. I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I'm not going to say exactly where I live, but I live very close to where all this shit is happening in the Austin area, you know? And I thought the farmer's market I like going to is one of the biggest things that happens in Austin every Sunday. And I thought, I'm not going to that this Sunday because some of this bullshit could happen.
There's a lot of credible threats. Yeah.
Good thing we got delivery apps these days. Well, what if it's a Muslim who delivers your food? Brings you a little personal terrorist attack, right?
I
to
don't
your
know.
door.
Because of what I talk about, I have a different name on my account, like for food delivery, because I'm scared
Yeah.
somebody's gonna find me and spit in my food.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous when you have opinions on the internet.
Yeah.
Not sure American media is accurately showing the anger towards the U.S. around the world right now. 'Cause right now, like, these countries are kind of blaming Iran, but at some point there are going to be people that are going to be like, wait a minute, this is really America's fault. America kicked all this off, America and Israel.
Yeah, they
Right?
already are. They've always
Yeah.
done that though. So
I'm in
that-
New
that's nothing
Delhi,
new.
and behind me
And this is in India.
are pro-Iran protests. Hundreds have gathered in the capital shouting death.
That has to be like the Muslim contingent of India. There's no way like the Hindu Muslims are protesting what's going on in Iran. No way.
Yeah, I'm just more
No
wondering
way.
if this is a man or a woman.
Death to America, death to Donald Trump. And just earlier, there was also the burning of an effigy of Benjamin Netanyahu. The people here are furious at the killing of their spiritual and religious leader. It's not just Delhi, it's tens of thousands of people in Indian-controlled Kashmir. It's thousands across the border as well in Pakistan. Earlier, we saw 500 people descend upon the US consulate in Karachi. They breached the perimeter there and set the building on fire. They smashed the windows there. The paramilitary and police forces there had a violent response. At least 9 people are dead and more than 30 people are injured. Now, as you can see,
This seems like, I mean, this is what we're going to see: destabilization across. Yeah, go ahead, Davey.
A bunch of dudes running up with scarves and 2x4s. That's
So you get
insane,
enough
bro.
of them. You get enough. of those
You bring a
things.
stick to a machine gun fight. That's insane.
Well, if you have enough people with sticks, you can take some shit over.
the killing of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei feels very personal to people here. We have been speaking to them, and they say that this feels like it's the death of one of their own.
हमारे रहबर हैं, वर्ल्ड के रहबर हैं, शिया कौम के रहबर हैं. हमारे घर में ऐसा हुआ कि जैसे हमारे बेटे का जनाजा निकल गया.
I don't know if people understood
Shut up, dude.
the amount of like Iran loyalists, not just in Iran but around the world.
Yeah, dude, because they are the biggest Muslim state.
Yeah.
It's the Islamic Republic, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's like your shining city. Well, I mean, Mecca is technically the shining city, but Iran is the one that they are the preeminent Sharia country.
Yeah.
अमेरिका इजराइल को निस्तनाबूद होना चाहिए.
Yeah, I can't see these protests dying down in the next hours or even days. Now, authorities have urged calm here, but as you can see, people are emotionally charged and just absolutely.
That's a man, ain't it? That's got to be a man.
Della,
She
what's
looks
your take?
exactly like the bartender from Shrek. Do you know who I'm talking about? Does anyone know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude.
But I believe that that's a woman because of the voice. You can always tell, like even if they have a manly look to them. You
I
can
mean,
always tell.
there are some where they have that woman and man voice, and yeah, I don't know.
She
just
kind of looks like Brown Fiona.
She looks like a rugby player.
Absolutely furious and in mourning.
Yeah, poor thing. If that's a woman, I feel bad for her. I'm not sure. Go ahead. Dylan.
I would be curious. I don't know enough about the guy that they took out other than the bad stuff. And I'm not saying that, I'm on the side of him not existing anymore. That's cool with me. But I'm interested, like, from these people's perspective that are so angry about it, like, what is it that they liked about him to where they're crying in the streets? You know what I mean? Because I mean, some people. I'm not saying that they're the same because like your staunch everyday liberal thinks that they're like living in a Handmaid's Tale under Trump, and I was like geeked out and voted for him. So it's just like a difference of opinions. But I'm curious about like what it is that they like. What are they crying about?
Well, it's not just that he's a political leader; he's a religious leader. So to them, he's like the leader of the Shiites, and he's almost like their pope.
Right.
So that's why they feel a loyalty to him, because it's not just that he's the leader of Iran, he's the leader of their whole fucking religion.
Right.
In a way.
It's sad. All of this is sad. It's sad watching all of these people be like hurt and disturbed. It's sad and fucked up.
It is, and a lot of people are cheering this on. And yeah.
I didn't shed a tear over the Ayatollah.
I don't give a shit.
Nah, that guy's straight up evil in my opinion.
I care about America, dude. That's what I'm gonna shed a tear over.
All I care about.
Yeah.
This is not our fucking problem. We have our own problems, which are pretty fucking bad right now that we need to be dealing with. But no, this is what our government does. This is the wildest one, dude. This is these Iranian cluster missiles, and apparently the missile defense systems are having a hard time dealing with this.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, so people are saying this was AI, but there's multiple angles of this. Let me find the other one. I think it's this one.
يا كل على المطار اقسم بالله يا
A lot of them getting through.
يا ابي المطار.
This is Tel Aviv.
And that one's confirmed real, right?
Well, it looks like that's another angle of it. And this is Kim.com. I don't think he's going to be posting bullshit, but I could be wrong. That's the problem. Fog of war, bro. It's a real thing. And we're right in the middle of it right now. It's hard to know what's propaganda. Now we have AI. They can just completely fake an attack. That, you know what I mean? It's hard to wrap your head around like what is the reality, because it's hard to tell.
Well, that was the whole thing with like the protests in Iran. They were posting video footage from years ago, like during the Green Revolution, when that girl got murked for not wearing her hijab or whatever, So yeah, who knows what's actually happening? It's almost like unless you're there and you're witnessing it firsthand, you don't really know what the situation is.
Yeah. Well, even then, you don't really know. You just know there's whatever's in front of you. That's what you know,
Yeah.
The Iranian regime is using mobile launchers to indiscriminately fire missiles in an attempt to inflict maximum harm across the region. U.S. forces are hunting these threats down, and without apology or hesitation, we are taking them out. U.S. Central Command. This is them. It's just all little trucks they're driving around shooting these rockets off with. There's one. 140,000 more to go, and apparently these are so quick and easy to make. They're cheap, and they can in a couple days make another one. Iranian ballistic missile has just struck the largest U.S. military base in the Middle East.
That's the one in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yes, no, Qatar.
Oh, in Qatar. Okay.
Yeah, they hit the one in Saudi Arabia as well.
Iranian missile, we have just learned, has hit the largest U.S. military base in the Middle East. Now, this news is just coming into CNN. Here's what we know this very moment. Qatar says an Iranian ballistic missile has struck Al Udeid Air Base.
Bro, is there any country that has so many different pronunciations? Qatar, Qatar. It's like, dude, can we pick one and go with it?
I still don't know how to say Emirates. Is it Emiratis? Emirates?
It gets annoying. Let's just go with Qatar, okay?
I said the biggest American base in the region. We don't know much more. No casualties reported as of yet. Again, we don't know what we don't know, but we do know they are saying it was a ballistic missile. It's obviously a significant development. And as that is coming in, we are learning that the CIA is also working in Tel Aviv with this breaking news.
So this to me already feels worse than Iraq, because we didn't have this type of shit going on with Iraq. And this is immediately like, boom, our bases are getting hit. This is much bigger and worse than Iraq already.
Do you think they have nuclear capabilities?
That's a video I have saved here. Somebody's saying that that 12-day war or whatever, where we supposedly took them back to like way back in their nuclear program.
Yeah.
That's all a bunch of bullshit. They've already made a bunch of progress since then.
Really?
And there is a fear of that.
Huh.
Steve Witkoff, this one right here. Good question, Davey. A very timely question, because I got a clip for that. Now I have a question. So should you. Steve Witkoff just told the world that the USA did not diminish Iran's uranium enrichment program during the 12-day war. Regime negotiators told Witkoff they possessed 460 kilograms of 60% U-235 uranium. That is a 20-kilogram increase from the IAEA's 6/10/2025 inspection. So we do believe the Trump admin that we decimated their UEP during the 12-day war, or do we believe the Trump admin that we are bombing Iran because Iran was still enriching uranium after the 12-day war? So, dude, I would think if they have like one or two nukes, that's good. I mean, just one. All they need is one nuke.
Yeah.
That changes the whole fucking.
I mean, none of them are going to be intercontinental theoretically, but it's still kind of scary. Dude, I just wish they would give us the real reason. Like, why? Like, what's the real reason here? Stop pussyfooting around it. If the real reason is, oh, well, because we're doing this preemptively because Israel did it, whatever. But I know that's not the real reason. Same reason we took out Maduro in Venezuela had nothing to do with removing a dictator. It had everything to do with, crippling their international relations. So
I think
just give it to us straight, dude. Like, what's actually going on here?
If you look at the Venezuela Maduro thing under the lens of now we're at war with Iran, I think really that was about getting access to their oil, because you have the Strait of Hormuz.
Yep.
Where 20% of the oil, like, we're going to have a severe shortage in oil because of this. And since now that we have access to Venezuelan oil, hopefully that'll offset and it won't hurt oil prices too much. That might have been why Trump pulled the trigger on Venezuela, just so we could get access to that oil again, knowing what was about to happen when we did this in Iran.
I mean, that's theoretical. The other thing that I've heard is, Venezuela was a big ally for Iran, just as far as international relations. So, I mean, that could be it too. Speaking of preparation for this, did you see people talking about Ilhan Omar, that she essentially tipped the government's hand like 3 days before we actually launched the missile attack? Did you see that?
I think I saw something about that, dude. Go ahead, though. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so Ilhan Omar essentially tweeted out that we were going to be bombing Iran during Ramadan, and this is before we launched a singular missile. And that, I mean, I don't know if that was intentional, if she actually knew it was going to happen, and she really did just, put her cards on the table, or essentially try to warn the Iranians. I don't know, but that's kind of sketchy.
Hey, I'm trying to find. I saw it in my feed, but I didn't save it. I saw something. She tweeted about it, right?
Yeah,
There was a tweet.
She sent out a tweet like 3 days before the Iranian strike started.
Yeah, this is what sucks about searching the internet. I keep pulling up all this old shit that doesn't matter. But yeah, I saw that, and it did seem like that's what she was doing, which is not surprising. You think she's loyal to America, bro?
No,
I don't
not
think
even
she's loyal to America.
remotely. She's loyal to Somalia
Yeah, she's
and her bank account and her brother.
we
She's
start
really
these-
into her brother.
We start these fucking wars with these countries, and then we're like, yeah, just come on over, come into our country. I know you hate us, but come on. It's so fucking dumb, dude.
Yeah, dude. Black Hawk Down wasn't that long ago.
No,
You know, like when we went and attacked their capital in Mogadishu, and there was a huge conflict over it, and now we're just like, oh well, 100,000 Somalis in Minneapolis isn't that big a deal.
yeah, it is to me, dude. The way this country is run just makes no fucking sense, dude. It's hard to wrap my head around it. But yeah, let's listen to this guy about the nukes in Iran.
Materials, Sean, can be brought to 90%. That's weapons grade, in roughly 1 week, maybe 10 days at the outside. The 20% can be brought to weapons grade inside of 3 to 4 weeks. And let me say this, because I forgot this small little detail. In that first meeting, both the Iranian negotiators said to us directly, with no shame, that they controlled 460 kilograms of 60%, and they're aware that that could make 11 nuclear bombs, and that was the beginning of their negotiating stance. So they were proud of it. They were proud that they had evaded all sorts of oversight protocols to get to a place where they could deliver 11 nuclear bombs.
All right. So maybe that's one of the things. I don't know, because didn't Trump say like right before the bombing started, oh, the Ayatollah is ready to talk about essentially, I don't want to say nuclear peace, but that was all the lead up announcements to this was, hey, he's willing to talk. He's going to come to the table. We're going to, have an agreement or whatever. And then they took him out.
That will be the cope, because they'll be like, well, Trump always said they cannot be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. I will not allow it to happen. So he's actually not going against his word. He's doing what he always said he would do, which is to stop Iran from having a nuke. I just, I don't blame countries for wanting to have a nuke. I mean, if I was Iran, I'd want to have nukes, because as soon as you have nukes, all of a sudden this doesn't happen to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to think twice about it.
Peace. All of a sudden you have peace, just like with North Korea. No one gives a fuck about North Korea now. It's like, yeah, we're not going to do anything in North Korea. They're set. They can go do what the fuck they want now. Nothing really brings about peace more than nuclear weapons. That's a reality. Everybody's scared of nuclear weapons, but there's a reason why we're not at war with Russia. We're not at war with China. We just pick wars with people who don't have nuclear weapons. I don't know. Maybe that sounds crazy, but that seems to be the case, man. Like, if Iran had a nuclear weapon, this wouldn't be going on. We'd have peace right now.
Potentially.
Yeah. What do you think, Della? Don't be afraid to talk, Della. Interrupt us.
I'm not afraid to talk. I don't know. I struggle not to be like black pilled in this situation. It's just like a bunch of horror and chaos, and Netanyahu was on Hannity last night. So.
Oh, did you see that? Did you?
I didn't watch it, no,
Yeah.
but I saw a lot of really funny memes about it that made me laugh out loud.
Yeah. I don't like that guy.
Yeah.
What,
no,
Netanyahu?
Yeah, I don't like Netanyahu.
What's wrong with him, dude?
He
Seems like a really chill guy.
Yeah, just drags us into war after war after war. And I don't know. Israel's, I mean, it's like, feels like the neocons are like snuck their way back in, and now our whole policy is being run by neocons again, including Israel. Like, Israel seems to have just adopted the neocon, and maybe that's what the neocons were doing the whole time, was just doing Israel's bidding. I don't fucking know, but I do know that this is not really going to help Americans in America.
Hey, dude, here's the only thing that I know. Israel is America's greatest ally. We value our friendship with Israel, and that's all I have to say about it.
Dude, if I was Trump and Bibi was like, "We're gonna attack whether you help us or not, and if we attack, you probably
Let them attack. Yeah.
I'd be like, "Yeah, okay, fucking have fun, bro. Have fun.
Take
And
them
I
out.
would-
Right.
I would make
Happy
a
war.
announcement and be like, America has nothing to do with this. We are not involved. So don't shoot our bases. And I don't know. They probably still would have hit our bases. I mean, there is some truth there. They probably, even if we wouldn't have worked with Israel, they probably still would have.
Well, and then it's a justifiable response. It's
Yeah.
not preemptive.
Yeah, once they hit a base, you're right. If they would have waited for a base to be hit, even I would have been like, "Oh, they're attacking us now. Fuck them."
Go for it, boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but then when we started, it's like it feels different. Yeah, so I don't know. I hope they don't get 11 fucking nukes like this Steve Witkoff is talking about. I hope not. This is Tel Aviv. Yeah, we saw that one. Did I skip anything?
I mean, the Middle East was bound to become just a huge glass parking lot eventually. So why not now, dude?
I don't know. It seemed kind of peaceful for a little bit. According to Iran's Tasman news agency, Iranian officials are claiming that Iran has reportedly shot down a U.S. F-15 fighter jet.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of old tech. The F-15, it's on its way out anyway. So whatever.
There was a report that Kuwait accidentally shot down 3 of our jets. Did you hear that? Friendly fire.
Kuwait did?
Yeah, on accident. Their defense system just fucked up and shot down 3 of our jets. I wonder if that's just bullshit to try to cover that Iran shot them down, and we don't
That's
want to.
possible, dude.
Iran shot them down because how do you not know? I mean,
Remember when the only weapons they had were their sandals? Remember that, dude? Those were good times.
those sandals, dude. I don't know if you've ever been beat by a chancla before, but that's advanced warfare right there. Breaking: Fox News confirms. Okay, I think I played that one already, right? Breaking: CIA station at U.S. Embassy compound in Riyadh is hit in a drone attack. Yeah, we played this one. Sometimes I do it twice. Video shared on Chinese social media claims construction workers from Henan, China, were on steel girders at a building site when it was struck by an Iranian missile.
What? No way.
So yeah, this has got to be weird. An Iranian missile hit China.
No, dude, absolutely not.
Or they were from Henan, China. That doesn't mean this is in Henan, China.
Oh, okay. So it was just like some Chinese guys that were
working
strays.
I guess they're working in Iran, but imagine that. This job's already dangerous enough. Walking up on these girders and shit. You got like 2 inches to walk on, 2 inches away from death, and now you got missiles. That's gotta be uncomfortable.
Dude, the noises they're making are insane.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Just in Tel Aviv hit. Is this the one I played already?
Oh yeah, that's the one we weren't sure if it was.
No.
Dude, why do they have a boom operated camera?
Good
Filming
question.
this?
They want high quality footage. Yeah. You see, like it almost splits off. I think this is one of those cluster bombs because, like, look.
Was that Iron Dome going after it, like to try?
Oh
to...
yeah, and it's like it almost splits off right before it gets hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? I wonder if I wonder if whoever was in this area of the world, I wonder how they feel about this war right now.
I can't tell if that one's AI or not, dude.
AI is getting too good, bro. That's
really
the problem.
is.
That's the problem. Everybody, even if it's real, everybody thinks it's AI. Video
Yeah,
is
dude, I
verified.
made a video today of Tyler Oliveira dancing to We Dem Boys, and it looks so real.
Did you make it? Did you make it? Yeah, you were telling me about it last
I'm
night.
working on it.
I was like, what is that song, Weed and Boys? That's a Wiz Khalifa song. I went and looked it up, and I was like, God, this song sucks.
It's a banger, dude. But it's
It
the Cowboys
sucks so
fight
bad.
song. But imagine parodying that song, remixing it to We Dem Goys.
Did you make it?
I'm working on it, dude.
Okay,
Give
so
me
you just
give me a second.
You did the visuals. You
I
haven't
need
done
you.
the
No,
song yet.
I didn't get past Tyler Oliveira. I need your help.
With what?
Making Tucker Carlson and Charlie Kirk dance.
Okay, yeah, you just got to create the image. Basically, you got to
dude.
the image and then give it the prompt with the image, and it usually can do it.
You shouldn't drag Charlie into this. He was anti. Although Turning Point is trying to make AI videos of him saying that he was for this war.
No, it's all the
they?
anti guys. Tucker Carlson, Tyler Oliveira, Charlie Kirk. I mean, I don't like Nick Fuentes, but
Yeah,
I can
you-
throw him in there. You know,
You got to get Nick in there, dude. If you're doing that, Nick's got to get in there. I have a love-hate relationship with Nick. I think he's hilarious, but then I think he's also like some of his rhetoric doesn't
he's a
help.
Fed. He's a
Doesn't help.
Fed.
There's also that possibility because of January 6th, but you could be a Fed too as well, Davey. Look at you. Hey, tell me.
If they're going to make
is
anyone
he
a Fed with my background, there is no way. They just keep deleting me off of social media.
Have you looked in the mirror yet lately, Davey?
Yeah. I mean,
You look like a fucking Fed, bro.
how do I look like a Fed?
If I could design a Fed, like create a character, design a Fed, you would be it, bro.
No, dude, I'd be like a zombie apocalypse guy, not a Fed.
Zombie apocalypse. What
I
do
don't
you do
have.
that?
I'm not.
I
I'm
take
trash
it back.
maxing. I'm not even looks maxing. I'm looks trashing. I'm looks trashing right now.
We talked about this the other day too.
And that's
Your
what I'm
looks-
doing, dude.
Looks minimizing.
I'm
But yeah,
calling it looks trashing. It's a new thing. That's what I'm doing.
It makes you funnier on stage. Like you were too beautiful for comedy. You had to ramp down your power levels there.
All right.
See, this
I
is
have to
this
look
is,
homeless.
this is another crazy one, dude. We're saying this is AI. I'm saying this is AI.
Whoa, this is the one that I saw.
I can't believe this.
Do we think this is real?
What are you talking, dude? Of course, the first reply, Grok, could you please tell me if this is real? Every fucking comment. Grok, is this real? And
Oh,
by
look
the way,
at the penis cloud. What do you see? Do you see a penis? That's what I see. What
well,
do you see, Della?
sometimes-
Mine is it does look like a penis. Yeah, mine's really small because I'm on my phone, but
yeah, or it could be a hammer. I mean, come on, guys, get your mind out of the gutter.
That's a big old dick.
So yeah, Grok is saying it's Grok. This is authentic citizen footage shot today from a balcony in the Tel Aviv area. So yeah, I mean, Grok. People think Grok's gonna know. Grok may not know. Grok is wrong all the fucking time. I get into
All
arguments.
the time,
Yeah,
dude.
I get into arguments. I have to convince him he's wrong. It's so annoying. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
isn't that the one Elon tweeted today? And he said, "Grok, is this real?" And then somebody like in the comment section used some sort of super in-depth AI platform, and they were like, "It was like, no, this is not real." I
Really?
can't. I don't know if it was that one or not, but it shows how wrong Grok can be.
yeah, but who knows? Like, we have to rely on the AI to tell us whether it's AI. I don't know if I trust the AI to be able to tell.
That's AI inception,
I
dude.
know.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
like-
that's how you open a hole to an alternate universe.
yeah.
We're all
That's
just gonna get so sick of everything being fake that we're just gonna go outside and like ride bikes again.
Yeah, it is really annoying. Breaking in Tehran, Islamic security forces. Yeah, we saw that one. Sort of seems like this is the first time he's thought of this. Here's Trump. I think this is pretty recent.
Mr. President, what's the worst case scenario that you have planned for in Iran?
Well, I don't know if there's a worst case. We have them very much beaten militarily from the military standpoint. They're still lobbing some missiles at some point.
Some. Yeah, they're
They're-
beaten. They're just still bombing the fuck out of everybody around them,
Blasting them off all over the place.
dude.
To be able to do that because we're hitting all of their carriers, we're hitting all of their missile stock. They built up all these missiles over the last few years. They had a lot of them. They've shot a lot of them, and we're knocking out a lot. I guess the worst case would be we do this, and then somebody takes over who's as bad as the previous person, right? That could happen.
No shit. That's the thing. It's like you create a power vacuum. We might end up like with Saddam. There's a lot of people that make an argument, and I kind of agree with them that actually Iraq was better off with Saddam. As bad as he was, he was a stabilizing factor that stabilized all these different factions who, without him, it's a problem. And he kept Iran in check.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think what Trump's saying is like a real.
It's the same
concern.
thing with Muammar Gaddafi. It's the same thing
Yeah.
with Saddam Hussein. It's all the same shit, dude.
Yeah, they're so
It's just-
bad, but yet it's like, yeah, it's a shithole, and you kind of need somebody like that to keep a shithole from.
Dude, presidents have been doing this same. This is the same old tired playbook, dude. Like everyone's pissed at Trump right now, and I get it. I'm pissed too. Like I don't think we need to be involved. I don't think we should have gotten involved. But Obama did the same thing in Libya, dude. He bombed the shit out of Libya without congressional approval. Went in and smoked Muammar Gaddafi. Like this is all the same shit.
Yeah, and we never learn. We never learn for some reason. When are we gonna fucking learn, dude?
We don't want that to happen. It would probably be the worst. You go through this, and then in 5 years you realize you put somebody in who was no better. So we'd like to see somebody in there that's gonna bring it back for the people. And
Yeah, that way it can gradually deteriorate over the next 50 years, and we end up back in this same position once again, just like in 1979, and now we're in 2026. So the next one will be what?
We literally already did this. We already fucking replaced with the Shaw, and then it's like, okay, let's just keep repeating history. Update from CENTCOM commander on Operation Epic Fury. I haven't seen this, so let's see. Maybe I'm sure he's got some good news. I hope.
Good afternoon. I'm Admiral Brad Cooper, the commander of United States Central Command. In this capacity, I lead U.S. military forces in the Middle East.
Oh, he seems a bit of a nerd. I don't know.
This guy was a little squirrely, dude.
I want a G.I. Joe looking motherfucker. Not this guy.
I'm here to provide you an update on Operation Epic Fury, now in our 4th day of execution. First, I'd like to express my deepest condolences to the families and teammates of the extraordinary Americans who've been killed in action. And I'd also like to extend.
Last I heard, the official number was 6, but that was yesterday.
Welcome to my presentation.
To the wounded. God. Yesterday, you heard from Secretary Hegseth and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs. Today, I'd like to give you an operational update on where we are and provide you with some key facts. By order of the President of the United States and the Secretary of War, our military in the Middle East is undertaking an unprecedented operation to eliminate Iran's ability to threaten Americans, as they've been doing for nearly half a century. Having spent more than 36 years in the military, I could not be prouder of America's sons and daughters in uniform who are answering the call. More than 50,000 troops, 200 fighters, 2 aircraft carriers, and bombers from the United States are participating in this operation, and more capability is on the way. These forces bring a massive amount of firepower, representing the largest buildup by the U.S. in the Middle East in a generation. In the opening hours of Operation Epic Fury, U.S. Central...
Such a lame name too, dude.
Epic Fury? I kind of like that, dude. I actually kind of like it. Epic Fury. Sounds like a video game.
It's just too... it's Epic Fury. I don't know. Operation Destroy Our Economy. How about that?
Can we watch videos of crazy women? I'd like to do that now.
I didn't store enough of them, Davey. I know you wanted to get some good to make fun of some women with Della. Della loves that. But,
it doesn't even have to be women, dude. It could be dudes.
Are you depressed by the Iran war already?
Yeah, dude. This is bullshit.
Okay, well, let's see what we got here. Here we go. Okay, remember this chick? This is a chick with the clown makeup.
Oh wait, play the clown. Play that video for Della. I just want to see what her take is on it. Do you have that still?
Yeah, let me click on her account. This is her. She's such a degenerate, bro. Everything is
so weird. Oh wait, don't play the clown one because that one created problems last time, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it didn't. Okay.
No, I think she knows how to. This is the same chick that.
That's the crazy lady.
Yeah, with the teary eyes.
Yeah.
Stop using your hands to scroll and do something else with them instead, please. What you do with them is not my responsibility, but it will be my fault. Look at me in the eyes. Thank you very much. Good boy. Good boy. You make me so proud. You make me so fucking proud. You understand? It's stupid how proud of you I am, okay? Look at me in the eyes. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Is that your favorite song? Is that your favorite sound to hear deep, deep, deep in those little ears? Just kidding. Your ears aren't little. You're perfectly proportioned, and I am very much in love with you. Shh. What are those hands doing? What are those hands doing? Are they touching a fabric? Are they touching a flesh? Are they touching a hair? Are they in the air?
I'm just watching Della's face right now.
What can I do? What can I do to help you out? I love you very much. Hi. How are you?
Is this a fetish thing? Is this a fetish account?
I think she thinks it's comedy. I think. I'm not sure. It's creepy as fuck to me. It creeps me out. And
because now it almost sounds like she's catering to like a specific fetish, like step on your junk type stuff.
I mean,
your junk.
Yeah, you have to talk to Davey about that. He's the expert in all the weird fetishes.
I am the expert on all of this.
I'm just an old-fashioned Catholic.
Not experientially, but just I've studied it extensively.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, I think she's just taking advantage of the gooners, bro.
Right?
Yeah, this is
what it seems like.
This is her in the clown makeup.
Stare at me and focus. Focus on my fucking eyes. Do
I think she has to show her hand so that the algorithm doesn't think it's actually beating off.
Oh.
So this way, like, people can imagine that the sound is her jacking them off, but the algorithm knows it's actually not because you can see your hands making the noise. I don't know.
How many
But
followers does she have?
Too fucking many, Della.
I was about to say she probably has a lot. This is, I mean,
Yeah,
there's
scroll up,
some
let's
people
see
out
it.
there that are really into this.
Yeah, I mean, dude, of course. This is the problem with the internet. It's all a bunch of fucking dudes gooning. They can't take their fucking. I don't know, man. Like, and then she's like kind of like a seed demon, if you ask me. She just lives. She just lives to take the seed of men.
I feel like she has cat litter on her sheets. Is that weird to say?
That's a good prediction.
I need eye contact. Do you understand? Nothing else works for me. Now don't move a muscle. I know you're inside.
So yeah, so it's all.
See, here's my thing. If Della did something like that to me, my instinct would be run, immediately run. But I
This
think
is
I would,
me
I
on
would,
month 10. We were talking about that. When we've been dating for 10 months, I'm going to turn into this person.
I feel like I would have to stay for the plot, you know?
I would run, bro. This would make me so soft so quick. I just can't. I can't. It's too terrifying. Let's see what else she's got. Yeah, it's all just thirst trap shit, dude.
All right.
Let me see. And a lot of them are getting removed for copyright. I wonder what she did. Yeah, and she's obviously she's anti-ICE, so that makes me not like her even more. And it makes sense. She's one of these leftists that like sex is nothing, so I'll just be a whore on the internet for money because sex is meaningless.
Isn't it crazy that, like, before you said that, I was like, I mean, now we're kind of in a cloud world, so it's hard to say that, but out loud and like stand on business with my vote. But isn't it crazy that you can see, all I needed to see was that very first video of her, and I knew that she was anti-ICE.
Yeah.
It's like the correlation is just you see somebody like that and you're like raging leftist. You know that they are.
Yeah, they're so proud to be whores too. Like, there's no shame in being a whore anymore. There's like there's a pride. It's crazy. We're kind of ruining women, to be honest. The left
It's
is
ruining society. Society is ruined. People aren't connecting with each other, and everybody's addicted to corn, and it's very sad. And women aren't built to operate like that. Like, it messes with our brains more so even than the men.
Yeah,
we were talking about that last time. You and me and Gary, Pink Trip, that there is a definite expiration date on that kind of stuff, and then you're left with nothing. You have nothing. You have no marketable skills. You have no life.
No.
I mean, if you ever want to extricate yourself from like what this girl is doing, I guess I'm assuming she has an OF account that she's going to have a hard time getting out of that.
I'm sure they would argue and be like, "Oh, haven't you heard of MILF content? Don't you know grandma porn? So many people like grandma porn. Like, that's your future. Like, you need to be like the greatest grandma porn chick ever to continue to have a career."
There's that with like it becoming antiquated, but I also brought up when we were talking about it the other day, like, some of them started so young before their brains developed and before they knew who they were. I mean, like the day they turned 18. And that I can't decide what's even more detrimental, because you could have had a career previously and be older and then kind of expire and maybe go on to something else because you might have some skills still. But I'm thinking of the ones brains who are like a super young girl. If I hadn't started working when I was like 14 years old, and had like a boss giving me way too much work for my age and worked at sandwich shops and you know what I mean? Like, all different kinds of personal assistants, stuff like that. You would have nothing to fall back on if you just went straight into something like that, especially. So like they aren't even going to have a resume or anything once they want to quit.
Well, there's the thing too, was like all these kids are getting access to porn way too early in life, and it's kind of fucking them up.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saved it, but there's this woman talking about like how for the first time ever women are the ones that don't want to get married. That men want to get married, but women don't. And that's like the first time that's ever happened.
I think that there's also, I mean, I'm very red pilled in a sense that like there's the whole argument of the illusion of choice and stuff. And I talk all the time about, I don't want to be like a woman hater, but I talk all the time about like the most average woman I've ever met in my life is on Raya, which for the audience that doesn't know what Raya is, it's an app where celebrities go to date, and they'll allow just regular women that aren't celebrities on there. And some of the women they allow on there, you think like a regular woman, okay, maybe she's like an 11 and like they allow like a certain amount of people on there. No, just everyday run-of-the-mill women are exclusively dating on Raya. So they're going after like A-list celebrities and stuff, and think that because they message with them one time that that's who they're going to get. And then they're going to die alone because of that.
I heard this story about this dude. He's like he's a high level Chad or whatever, you know, he's like a 9 or 10, and he makes a habit of like banging like 5s and 6s, and he does it knowing that it's going to fuck them up forever, because now they think that they're actually can pull 10s, you know, and they're
That's
gonna
the saddest thing I've ever heard.
just to fuck with their heads. I don't know, man. It is getting out of control to the point where we're kind of, as a society, I think long term we're going to be really fucked, because we're going to have not enough people to replace. I mean, we have the population collapse. That's all part of it. To be honest, like part of the population collapse is the porn, is the women, not, you know, the feminist mindset where they want to be like men and just go out and fuck like maniacs and not actually have a family, and then they're actually kind of looked down upon if they want to have a family. Like that's lesser than, right? And it's like, I don't know, it's so backwards where the world's going. It's
I think it's all by design, and they're drugs like SSRIs and birth control and stuff like that. It all messes with your head and leads you to choose like the wrong partners. And then I think there's some statistics like, what is it, 50% of women or something by like 2030 are going to be single and childless at like 40 years old. Like our population is going to shit because of all this stuff. It's crazy. And I watch it with my own eyes. Like every now and then, I try not to doom scroll on TikTok, but I doom scroll on TikTok, and some of the most interesting things to me are like dating stories. And I swear the first thing out of 75% of their mouths. So I was on Raya. So I went on this date on Raya, and I'm like, all these women are dating like 3 dudes. Yeah. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I lived in Hollywood for a decade, and I had, you know, female friends and roommates and stuff like that they wouldn't even look in the direction of someone who was even a C-list celebrity. I mean, like they were like ew to anybody that wasn't like had an Oscar.
Yeah.
What has happened to Davey? Did he die?
Yeah, he said keep going, so I'm sure he'll be back. He probably had to
Okay, I didn't hear him say that. I thought maybe he got bombed by a missile.
Yeah, no, he texted me. He said keep going. I don't know what happened to him, but he'll be back. Yeah, no, there is, you know, where a lot of people talk about, a lot of like the red pill male community talk about, like women used to have to choose like the dudes in their neighborhood, right? And then you had that's how it was. Like I'm in my 40s. I remember before dating apps, like, you know, you had a limited pool to choose from of like the dudes around you or the women around you. And then these dating apps where women, and this is their nature, you know, they want to get the best, highest level man, you know? So now it's not who's around me, it's who's the best men in a 150-mile radius.
Yeah.
And, it ends up being like 1% of the dudes who are just like fucking all of the women. And then those women think because they got some attention from this high level dude that's the playing field they're on now, when they're really still like, if they really want to get married, they need to drop to like a 5 or 6. And it is fucking, it is really fucking everything up, because I don't know, marriage is like, it comes with all kinds of problems, but you know, the old school nuclear family it's such a better situation than what we have now. You know, then we have
I think it's so cool. We're so fed up with degeneracy that like that became cool again. Like wanting land and a family and children
Yeah.
is like the cool new thing. Like getting closer to God and stuff like that is like the outliers, because degeneracy became, that's what I like. I don't ever come from I've made mistakes. I've very risque Instagram in my past and stuff like that. But I'm just so sick of it. Like it's so, it's just like if you have a giant chocolate cake and you eat every single morsel of it, you're like, I don't want to fucking ever look at a cake again in my entire life. So sick of seeing like oiled up butts everywhere. Like it was cool for a second, but it's like every single person, can somebody like have a personality maybe? It's crazy.
The algorithms aren't helping either, because like I try to avoid all the Gooner content, and on Instagram, like I barely use Instagram, but I was on there like a week ago, and I lingered too long, like a second too long on some thought chick, you know how it is on Instagram. It's
Right.
always a way to show their ass or whatever. And then all of a sudden it's like I'm getting the Gooner feed now, where it's like, oh,
Right.
you look
True.
2 seconds too long on some thought, and now it's like all Gooner content. And
It's true. I know that's true because it'll do it to me. Like I'm not into women. I was wondering what this bitch was doing.
Yeah. You can't linger. You gotta be like, oh fuck, okay, just keep going.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating. And then there's the incentive too, where like everybody wants to have a following now. Like that's the number one thing. And if you're a cute young chick, what's the quickest way to get a following? You start just kind of being a little risque, you bend over a little bit, show some cleavage, and then as time goes, you have to go to the next level, and then eventually it ends up with an OnlyFans, and now you're that's gonna stay with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah. And now it's so incredibly oversaturated. It's so incredibly oversaturated that
like
it's just
the women that open up OnlyFans and like nobody shows up. That's gotta be the worst. You're like,
and then to be fair, I will be a woman and play devil's advocate. The men are creating the problem by just forking over their money into these people who they're never going to meet, and they're never going to have any. It's sad. It's really sad. I've changed my mind a lot about that stuff over the years, especially because now everybody's doing it. And then seeing people, who are like a child's YouTube channel. I can't think of the girl's name, but the minute she turned 18, she got on OF or whatever, and made millions of dollars.
Cash Me Outside chick. Yeah, that's one example.
Right. Yeah. There was just another one the other day that did that, who was like, she was actually part of like a family channel, and she made like the most that anybody's ever made on there. And I was just like, dude, I'm so sick of this.
I know it's not good. And this is a big reason why we have a lack of marriage, because dudes are just gooning it. They're not having to fucking go out and meet a woman. They're just like, oh, I'm just going to keep gooning it and stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, the temptation there, like if I was an 18-year-old chick and I knew I had $1 million waiting for me if I just took this step, how hard is it not to do that? That's got to be really fucking hard. And I'm sure there's parents that are like, yeah, I know, honey, but $1 million, we got all this, and they're like, okay, I'm not going to go to your OnlyFans, but you do what you do, just help pay the mortgage.
Yeah. Especially when your brain isn't fully developed yet.
Yeah.
That's insane. But I'm glad that people are waking up to it, and people are very sick of it now, because it's certainly made me think differently about things. People are there's literally a loneliness epidemic though because of it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. People like me are I don't know what it is. Like, I guess I'm an only child or whatever. I don't really have that problem. Like I can be, but there's a lot of people like they are really struggling with this current iteration of society where like nobody's hanging out anymore. Everything's on the internet. It doesn't really completely replace like in real life relationships. And there is a huge loneliness epidemic. What do you think, Davey? Welcome back, brother. You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good, dude. I have been drinking a lot of fluids today because cedar fever. And yeah, it all hit me at once, and I thought I was going to leak out of my eyes.
Have you tried using local honey?
Dude,
it worked for me. I used to get it every year. I'd get like 2 weeks of like just terribleness, and then local honey in the coffee.
Dude, you're really sounding like an ICE protester right now. Trying to
it works.
I have local honey on my leg injury right now because Paul Saladino told me that it's like an ancient healing thing.
Yeah, 10 times.
Medicinal honey is a thing. My dad's used it before. Yeah.
No, but specifically for allergies, local honey. You do that every day, you might end up actually not having allergies at a certain point.
I might give it a try. I got
And
this.
it tastes great. It tastes great. Local honey is great. Get the darker the better. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It's so
the
unprofessional.
darker the better.
Yeah, the darker the honey, the better. This is
Whoa,
true.
dude. Whoa.
You guys, go ahead.
I do while I was using the facilities, I I realized that Jasmine Crockett and James Tallarico are in like a super close race here in Texas. Has anyone been talking about that at all?
No,
I don't know if I don't know if anyone outside of Texas cares, but everyone knows who Jasmine Crockett is. That annoying bitch.
Yeah, wasn't she just in a controversy where they wouldn't invite her on to what was it, Stephen Colbert? So they canceled. They were gonna talk to her opponent, and they canceled him because in order to have him, they would need to have her for like that fairness law or whatever. And they decided to cancel him because they so badly didn't want to have her on.
Right.
Which
and they did a YouTube episode instead, which is kind of hilarious. But yeah, right now it's too close to call, dude.
Live updates, Texas.
Yeah, James Tallarico is potentially going to edge her out.
Yeah, it looks like he's up +4. It's going to a runoff. John Cornyn is beating Paxton, looks like. I hate when they do this shit. I don't want to sign into your stupid fucking shit. Okay, whatever, New York Times. Should have known better to click on the New York fucking Times.
Yeah, but that's an interesting race here in Texas. And I mean the midterms are gonna be so interesting across the board, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I fully believe that's why we're seeing so much craziness right now, whether it's ICE or Iran or whatever the case may be. It's all because it's a midterm year. It's always like this, dude. Last time it was BLM. This time it's fuck ICE.
I don't understand this move because to me, Trump just kissed the midterms. I mean, this was the biggest gift to the Democrats. I don't see any way that the midterms aren't going to be a complete fucking disaster for Republicans.
Yeah, dude. Starting a new war when people are trying to get elected. Oh, dude, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, and then people that are for this, like I was debating with, a lot of people on my channel, good people who disagree with me, and that's fine. We can have disagreements. But I'm like, okay, you're for this. Is this worth losing the midterms? Is this like, do you understand? Like, you can basically kiss the midterms goodbye and possibly the 2028 election as well. Like, you just gave the Democrats something to run on that even Trump supporters are going to. I'm already hearing it from Trump supporters. Like, I'm going to vote Democrat just as a fuck you to Trump.
I'm a Trump supporter. I mean, I didn't call myself MAGA because that's cringe, but I'm pretty close to what you could. I've always been, although I don't have the cultist mentality, I've always been public about like when I have discrepancies with him. I'm like, yo, this is, anytime I don't like something. But I have been a Trump supporter, and I don't even know what to do when it comes to voting now. I think I'm Nick Fuentes now.
Yeah, well, that's what Nick's saying. Nick's saying we're gonna vote for Democrats. Again, I would like to see moderate Democrats take power within the. I'd like to see all of the Ilhan Omars, the AOCs, the Mamdanis. I'd like to see them rejected for modern Democrats. And if all those swing voters that jump from Democrat to vote for Trump, which there's a fuck ton of them, okay, if they go back to the Democrat Party, possibly. That might be the thing that gets the moderates back in control of the Democrat Party. Because I'd feel so much better if our two options were, America First and like the moderate old liberal Democrat. I'd feel so much better about this country. But right now it's like, oh, we have neocon war machine, or we have Marxism. That's not.
Or we're gonna pay for gender transition surgeries for illegal migrants with Kamala Harris.
It's war with Iran, war in Iran, or we chop your kid's dick off. What choice? That's a great choice there. Great choice. You guys, I mean, I'm sorry, Davey. I didn't have the time to get a bunch of crazy women like I usually do. That takes time to capture that. What I have is a lot of Iran.
I told you to bring in the fats. Like, let's see the fat parade, dude.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The thing I don't like though, I don't like when people like make fun of somebody who's like trying to better themselves. You know what I mean? Like I saw that
in the
on
gym. Good for you.
Yeah, but I love videos of, I watch on TikTok all the time, like a woman that is Which I do in some way think that like if you want, there could potentially someone out there for everyone. But like the comedy of watching a 500-pound woman complain about how she just went on a shitty date because he was surprised by her size is insane. Like it makes me feel like I'm living in a simulation.
I just searched fat women on X, and that was not a good idea. It's the worst of the worst, bro.
Dude, your algorithm's gonna think you're a feeder now, dude.
Oh, Davey,
You just destroyed your algo.
You're totally fucking up my algo. I think there was one in here. Let's see.
Oh,
Or they're
Pete,
like-
your video's frozen.
Testing.
Or they're like,
No,
I
no, you're
am
back.
completely 100% healthy.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you aren't. No, you are not.
Here we
That's my favorite. Like, no, this is a healthy weight for me. Guys, I eat normal portions. No, you don't. I promise you do not.
No, you don't.
It's becoming a problem. It's like men are so hard up. Because the thing is, if you're over, I mean, the most unattractive, ugly woman in society still can have dudes in her DMs trying to hook up with her. So they get this idea that they're like something they're not, Women have it made, Della. You admit that, right? Women have it fucking made. Don't you guys have it made?
Yeah, I think so,
Thank
for
you.
sure. I mean, you don't have to pay for drinks and
Yeah, but Della's really hot. She's really hot, and
Even the
she
non-hot
knows her
ones.
place. You know what I mean? Like Della, those are the two things that Della's got. She's hot, and she also knows her place. You notice how demure she's been through this entire live stream,
dude, I'm
kind of
telling
letting
you.
the men talk,
I don't know.
as we should.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, look, I could bring this up again, Della. I've known Davey since what, 2020, Davey, right? We met at Tim Dillon show. Was that 2020?
Yeah, when I was opening for Tim. Yeah.
And he was a woke libtard at that point.
Whoa, dude! I've never, ever in my life been a woke, not even remotely, dude.
Are you sure about that, Davey?
Yeah, I'm positive. I'm positive, bro.
Della, what kind of person doesn't know what meritocracy is?
Here we go.
You're-
He's gonna bring this up again.
to be honest with you, you would have to explain. If you use it in a sentence, I would know, but I don't think I know the full
Okay, you
definition
two
of
should
that.
get married for sure, Davey. I think you've
She's deferring to me right now. See, that's why Della has life easy.
Because I was trying to explain to him like why DEI and like comedy is fucking retarded. Like, you want to not have a spot because they need to promote a black guy or a minority lesbian chick when you're the best comedian and that spot should be for you.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
He had a hard time understanding that. So that's why he was like, oh yeah. And then we fought about Kill Tony, where they have the girl bucket, where we got to have a girl. And I'm like, women in comedy are like diamonds in the rough. They're not supposed to be like so many of them because it's rare. Women don't do comedy, and it's rare that they're actually good at it. So you can't force it to be more women. You're just going to end up, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's definitely more.
Okay.
now.
Here's my thing. If you want to talk about the Kill Tony bucket, dude, the reason there's a female on each episode, using the word female is crazy, but the reason there's a girl on each episode is because it's entertaining. Whether she's really, really good, like a Christina Mariani, or whether she's really, really bad and they just destroy her soul during the interview portion. Either way, it's entertaining. So that's why I don't have a problem with it.
I don't find it entertaining.
That's because you're an incel.
No, I
Food
would,
truck.
no. If I was a gooner, I would. I'd be like, yeah, bring the women on so I can goon. No, bro. Like, I want to see. It's just like, to me, you're fucking up the whole system. The whole system it's random. You take it out of the bucket. We don't control it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we don't have enough women, so let's put the guy back and let's keep drawing till we get a woman. And I'm like, okay, this is a corrupt system.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
it's very entertaining. It's
Yeah.
all entertainment. If it wasn't entertaining and it didn't work and it wasn't like a moment on the show, Tony wouldn't do it. All he cares about is making sure that his show is the most popular show on YouTube, which it is. So the guy's a genius.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. It seems like some DEI to me. Okay, we got fat women.
We got fats.
This is the best one I can pull. Fat, ugly, white woman supremacists have declared war on the federal government. This is the clips from ICE, the ICE protest. I don't even, honestly, this isn't a woman. This isn't a woman.
That might be a dude.
I'm not going to stop putting myself in front of black and brown people to protect them.
We as a people can cause them lose more money now. If we don't stand together, we gonna fold.
Wait, play that last part again.
I was just watching
What a
this guy's
soundbite, dude. Oh my God.
This guy's like, damn, this bitch just put it back 50 years. What is she right out the plantation? I mean, she don't. This is not. It's not good. It's not good.
More money now. If we don't stand together, we gonna fold.
Oh yeah, it's Alex.
Wow.
I don't know about you guys, but we love Alex around here.
I agree with everything he's putting out right now.
I don't agree with everything. I disagree with Alex a lot, but I love the guy. I think he's.
I agree with
genuine.
him on this war.
What's he been saying about the war? It seems like he's last time. Let's pull that up because that's what I was going to play until Davey tried to derail the whole show and wanted to make it about fat women.
This is way more entertaining, dude. It's already more entertaining than watching AI generated cluster bombs or whatever.
I think maybe one of them was AI. I think a lot of them are real.
Not so you're derailing
A
now,
little
dude.
too much war does get a little like.
I'm going to be playing Resident Evil like all night. So I'll forget about this in a couple hours.
This lady is the exact type of person that gets hurt in that situation and says that ICE came to destroy her when she was just innocently walking down the street.
Yeah. This is what they do. They generate the situation where they get hurt, and then they play victim as soon as they get hurt. You know,
Liberals would light a candle at vigil if this woman got hurt in this situation.
If it's a woman, though, it moves and looks like a man, but the screams are very feminine.
I'm pretty sure it's somebody transition, probably early on in the transition as well. Yeah, that's a dude.
That's crazy. That's insane. I'm gonna stop this truck. I'm gonna stop this 4,000-pound vehicle.
while they're on their way to deport some fucking pedophile who's not even supposed to be in the country. Have you paid attention to all the ICE protests, the anti-ICE shit that's been happening? Which, by the way,
a couple of them.
No one's gonna care anymore. Now, like all the anti-ICE protesters are now anti-regime change protesters. You know?
Yeah, Della actually got attacked verbally attacked at one of the ICE protests that we went to. Some deranged septum piercing guy just went off on her. It was insane.
Yeah, you got.
And I was there as a cameraman. Like, I didn't say a word. I even made sure to, like, you know, I'm trying to be stealth, so I had like a smile on my face, and you know, they're playing music, and I'm kind of, you know, like I wasn't there to antagonize anybody. I was just his cameraman, and they're just hated me immediately.
He started calling her MAGA face.
Oh, I remember that clip.
Yeah,
I remember that. That's funny.
It was crazy.
They recognize, like, they can just look at your face and be like, yeah, you're not deranged like us.
But the best part about that was a young black guy was the one who came to her defense, because she was behind me and this guy is screaming MAGA face at her, and I was like, are injections now fascist somehow?
Was a guy?
Is that like a thing?
It was a guy. It was a guy that was screaming it.
Yeah, it was a dude. Well, I mean, allegedly a dude. I don't know. His estrogen was out of control. But it was a young black guy behind me that was like, whoa, what are you talking about? And like basically defending Della and standing next to her. So, you know, no one got crazy out of control.
Black guys are a little different. They're like, yeah, she may be for ICE, but you know, it's a hot chick. So we don't let that happen around here.
Yeah. Pro ICE protests, they're solid, hard 4s and 5s, dude.
Yeah.
All of them. And I've actually I'm working on a bit right now because I came up with a strategy essentially to increase the hot ratio at ICE protests.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just to turn them into a farmer's market. If you turn the ICE protests into a farmer's market, that's when you start getting like the Ugg slipper yoga pants girls out there, right? They're going to want to check it out. They want their, farm fresh, organic, free range beeswax, 100% candles or whatever, dude. So you turn the ICE protest into a farmer's market and you end up recruiting new people, right? And then you tell them, look, if you want to buy our stuff, you have to carry a sign. Like that's entry level. Level 2 is you have to march a little bit, and then you can, buy the artisan handcraft lemonade. And then level 3, if you want the really good shit, you have to go run over a cop.
Jeez. Yeah, I think that's a terrible idea, Davey. What do you think, Della?
I was.
I think that's a terrible idea.
I mean, I don't know. I remember just seeing some of the people at them. It was very disturbing. There was one where I was holding the camera, and he had to interview a woman that was like 2 women that were, or I think they were women. They're probably they thems, but I'm not going to play that game. And I'm holding up the camera. They're like up on a little like podium, so he was like eye level with her belly button.
Yeah.
There was hair. There was a lot of hair coming out of her belly button.
It was so gross. It was so incredibly gross.
Yeah, you got to be careful. If I was going to go to these protests, I would not bring a girlfriend or any female friend with me. That's one thing Alex Stein would do. He'd take Paige out there, and they're deranged, man. They're going to find the weakness and attack it. So and the women are the most violent, right? So
They can
women, these ugly, gigantic women, they see somebody like Della, like their rage goes right.
Gigantic women is so funny for some reason.
Instantly triggered. The whales are furious at this point, right? They see Della, they see a symmetrical face. She doesn't, wear men's pants. They're furious automatically.
That's why that one chick who's like always going undercover with Antifa, I forget her name, but she looks like them. Like she's got the rainbow colored hair. She's a fucking house, and she gets in there and nobody ever thinks that she's undercover because she looks the part. Whereas Della, yeah, you can see it's like, she's a little too pretty and happy to be one of us. That's not, something's up here. You're not, because they're all miserable too. Like smiling was probably not the right idea as well, because smiling is assuming that you're MAGA.
You're
you should
right,
just look really
actually.
pensive and angry. That's true.
Yeah.
I did
Channel
a
your inner
compilation. I filmed because I was filming for him, but I wanted to get some of my own footage to do something with content. So I filmed some of them and I rated out their outfits. And it was some of the most interesting looking people I've ever seen in my life. And they were all wearing masks because we all know how much those protect our health.
There's a weird thing too, where it seems like across the board, they're all on some sort of antidepressant, some sort of SSRI. And I think that plays a role in this too.
I think it plays a huge role.
Yeah. There's a lot of mental illness. I mean,
are we still on this? Is she still running with that? Oh, God.
Sidewalk, move back! Move back!
Remember these times? Remember how wonderful it was before the Iran war, when all we had to worry about was a bunch of they thems attacking the cops in the streets.
Step back!
So yeah, I don't know.
I do kind of miss those days, actually. Yeah,
I do.
It was a much simpler time.
It was
I
fun
didn't think
too.
about that.
I would just watch these streams. That was part of my content. Would just be like watching the Portland protest or whatever. They're so fun. I still remember when in Los Angeles they did that ICE protest and they unleashed the horses on them. Oh, nothing's more fun than watching a bunch of horses just mow people down. bunch of lesbian chicks just getting mowed down by horses. I love it, bro. I love it.
They are the size of Clydesdale, so it's actually kind of poetic if you think about it.
Let's get through one more clip, because all I was pulling up was Iran stuff. I didn't have a lot of time today. I had to take care of my dad, had to take my dog for a walk, and then my dog Bubbles, his hair is getting so long because I haven't taken him to the groomer that his butthole is blocked by hair. So he was trying to take a dump and it just wasn't coming out. So I had to help him pull the turd out of his ass. Sorry, I know this is, So I had to help him pull the turd out of his ass, and then I had to trim his butt so his butthole could have some breathing room. And
He's a Shih Tzu, right?
Shiopso, Shih Tzu Lhasa Apso mix.
Yeah, crazy that your Shih Tzu couldn't shit. That's insane.
This is why you're a high-level stand-up comedian, Davey. It's quick. That was
Nailed it.
quick. We'll watch this one and then we'll move on because we're almost done anyway. But let's hear what Alex Jones has to say. You said you liked his coverage today, right? This is the long-range missile launch from Lebanon. This is him talking about the latest with Iran. It seems like Alex is really trying hard not to completely turn.
Yeah, I was mad about it. Like he was being a couple, like maybe 9 months ago or something. I was like, oh no, they got him. But right now he's pretty on par with everything that I think about this.
I think he's going to turn at a certain point, bro. Oh, well, maybe it's more women to make
There's
fun of.
one big red flag I've learned when it comes to dating as an autistic woman.
Dude, there's so many of these women pretending to be autistic. She's not autistic.
There's no way.
Stop stealing the autistic clicks from real autistic people, okay? I have an autistic, my biggest fan in here, his name's Zombie Vampires. He names himself after his favorite show. His name always changes to whatever his favorite show is at the moment. But his name is John, and he's a sweet boy. And John, I keep talking to him, like, you guys need to coordinate and come after these fake autists and, like, take them down. We need an autism uprising against these fake autists.
She's Spurg-maxing right now.
It's this. And it's besides for the men that are like, I like girls with a touch of autism. I like girls that are just a little bit autistic.
She's not autistic, dude. I guarantee it.
That just makes me want to. I don't know. Is that how you roll?
I'm a little weird, so that means I'm autistic.
Right.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah, I'm weird too.
Della spent like the first 2 months of us dating convincing me that she's not
autistic.
Yeah.
I don't think she is.
Like she campaigned for it. Like I am not. Do not say that I am. I am just shy.
Yeah, that's actually true.
And we also discovered together that she does have a bit of a sensory processing disorder, but that's okay.
What the
you know what I mean?
is that?
And then this girl is out here just, she's autism baiting.
Yeah,
they do that. Yeah, it's kind of like the same realm as like the they them and stuff. It's like if you don't have a personality, you're trying to be like quirky. You're trying to be, it's just like be yourself.
So I think
these are the people that were always in like some sort of protective gear in school. Like they were wearing a knee brace or they were always on crutches and they didn't need it. You know what I mean? Like they always had some sort of injury and it's just a continuation of that. Like, yeah, obviously as an adult, you can't just walk around pretending to have a physical disability. So now I'm autistic.
I think somebody's judging you for your shitty tattoos, Davey. That's my boy Saint Onion.
Saint Onion?
I don't know. I'm missing. Judge a man off his shitty tattoos.
People say that about every tattoo now.
Yeah, what kind of name is Saint Onion? Also, who are you?
Don't talk bad about Saint Onion. He's my boy.
You're the patron saint of the worst vegetable?
Look, my audience knows I'm going to be a hypocrite if I don't, because I always talk shit about tattoos.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about his opinion. Yeah, judge a man off his shitty opinions, Saint Onion, if you're still out there.
I also agree. Davey's tattoos are a little much. You're
just jealous, dude. You're so jealous.
Muriel Sal says, I like your tattoos, Davey.
Oh, well, thank you. That's obviously a cultured individual. That's a person with good taste.
Yeah,
that's a person with integrity.
I believe he's from Italy. Cybertwitch says, I've never seen a tattoo that looks good.
That's an interesting take. I mean, I will say here, okay, I don't regret getting tattoos, but I will say it's almost more punk rock now to not have any tattoos at all.
Like me. Yeah. Yeah. It shows that you didn't fall
I hate to admit that. Yeah.
The trendiness of, because it was my generation, it became trendy. Everybody got a tattoo and I just didn't fall for it.
Dude, look, I was on heroin for 10 years and I got sober and I was like, yeah, here's what I need to do now. This is what I need to do.
I need tattoos to keep me off heroin.
Basically,
it? Yeah.
A needle's going in me one way or another.
I need to feel something. All right, yeah, enough with this dumb bitch. Let's listen to Alex. She's not, by the way, she's not autistic.
Yeah, no, she's faking it.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm lost on here. Here we go. Let's get back to Alex. Where was Alex? No, there was one. Yeah, I don't want to search. Yeah, searching X live is not good. Yeah, Nick Fuentes was on with Alex today. There was a clip. I thought I saved it, but not. But yeah, they're both very upset with Trump right now. But go ahead, talk while I pull this up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Alex was so upset. I thought he was going to cry. I really thought he was going to cry. Yeah.
Yeah, because weren't coming on, this is probably what I would have mostly talked about today, but I was kind of late finding it.
Wait, he was crying about Iran?
No, he was just kind of talking to Nick about the betrayal of this and how he campaigned on a completely different on not being a giant warmonger. And he just kind of talked about the betrayal and how both of them kind of in their own way got him elected. And now they're like, I completely regret this.
Yeah, I think this is it. This clip says Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones share an emotional moment. Yeah, this is the one that popped up earlier. Here, let me get back. Got too many windows open. I'm getting lost.
Yeah, you still got a window open. You're still sharing some screen.
Okay. Stop screen. Here we go. I think this is the one you're talking about, right?
I don't see anything yet.
Yeah. Give it a second. Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones share an emotional moment together. Let's see.
And I'm watching it sink by its own doing. And so this is horrifying. And so, but I can't sign on to covering up Epstein. I can't sign on to World War III. And so that's why I tried to promote the optimism, because I fucking need this, man.
Okay. I'm going to cry. Don't cry, Alex. He's going to make me cry.
I know, it's sad.
It is, bro. Because like this was our hope, was like, okay, Trump's not going to chop my kid's dick off. He's not going to fucking start a whole quagmire in the Middle East. And it's like, oh no, he is. Well, he's not going to chop my kid's dick off, but he is going to start a war with I fucking ran. Sorry.
Like, I want to fix the country. I want to turn it around. So it's not that I was delusional. I still hope we can turn it around, but I just, sorry, go ahead. You get what I'm saying?
I get it. And listen, like I said, I don't think that everybody that supported Trump was being dismissive about these concerns. I get it. We all wanted to believe. I was 18 years old when Trump ran in 2016. And I remember getting in fights with people. This is my whole life too. At 18 years old, I wore the MAGA hat at Boston University, one of the most liberal campuses in the country, and became a pariah on my college campus.
Something you sacrificed. It's sad to see something you fought and bled for die.
Yeah, and that's my whole adult life. I know that's a huge part of your life also, and now we're witnessing it's totally unraveling. It's an utter and complete betrayal. It's heartbreaking in many ways.
And when I try to salvage it with people, I get attacked as a liberal, which is when these people doing that can't even find Iran on a fucking map.
Yeah, well, what's called for is for us to be sober-minded about the entire thing, because there's a lot of Trump haters.
I've been a realist the whole time, but was hoping, and now I'm just not even hoping. I'm just going to be a realist.
I think it's time. We can still support Trump when he does something right. I think that's the way to do it. And that's what I've always kind of advised. I advise Alex, even though he doesn't listen to me. It's like, just call balls and strikes. If Trump does something good, you go, that's good. If Trump does something bad, you go, that's bad. Don't be a fucking cheerleading fucking retard and be like, oh, all of a sudden I'm for war with Iran when I was completely against it for the last 20 years. Okay.
No, I mean, I totally agree with you. I mean, I think like if we're looking at this objectively, there's things that he does that we like, and there's things he does that we don't like, and that's really all this is.
Yeah,
that's why I don't want to be fatalistic about it, because where's the joy in that? I don't want to just like sit in my room, cuddled into a ball. I don't want to fucking do that. Like, I want to live my life still. So yeah, there's some shit going on that I don't agree with, but at the end of the day, I'm still an American and I still support America. So there's this contingent of people that are like, oh, well, because we're doing this, America just deserves to get wiped off the map now. Well, no, that's not the answer either, dude.
There are people that are going full retard and like rooting for Iran. And it's like, dude, look, I can be against this strategically. I could think this is a bad move. I could think this was a betrayal, but I can still hope for the best fucking outcome for America. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't want, because if you think it's bad now, just wait till we lose a war. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. But yeah,
that's how deranged some of these people are, though, Ping. Like, that's what really bothers me. These people would welcome the bullets with open arms. Like, they would fight to get the enemy into America just to prove their stupid point. And that's where I start getting a little pissed off, because no, I don't agree with attacking Iran. I don't agree with the preemptive strike, but I'm also not going to sit here and say, well, I hope Iran gets us now. I really hope they get us because we deserve it, because we're these warmongers, blah, 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 blah. No, dude, like that's not the answer either. And it pisses me off when that's how fatalistic some groups of people are being about this.
Yeah, I've seen what Myron Gaines, Milo Yiannopoulos, unless he was joking, it's hard to tell. Like, yeah, they seem to be, I think specifically with Myron Gaines, he seems to be so against Israel that he wants Iran to win just because he hates Israel that much.
That's bullshit.
That guy's has the aura of, I don't know. I don't think that's the guy to look to in any serious situation.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that as a disgruntled female because he hates women. I can deal with that, but he just doesn't. Yeah, I hate that fatalistic mindset.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I mean, I was talking to one of my sorry, and then I'll let you get back to it.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my buddies who is a military guy, very advanced military guy, deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan, came back and said we shouldn't have been fighting this war, but still continued to fight. He also believes we shouldn't be in a war with Iran, but will quickly say, but if the time comes, I will still go and fight for America.
Yeah, you have to be. You have to support your country. You can't. I mean, it's crazy to want your own country to lose. I strategically think this is the dumbest fucking thing ever. But am I rooting for my country to win? Am I rooting for the best result that makes it the quickest, easiest, the least amount of deaths and suffering in the world? Of course, that's what I'm rooting for. Although I don't think that's going to happen. I sure hope it is. I hope they're absolutely right. All the all the people who have the mindset that this is good and everything's going to be great. Like, I hope they're right. I really do.
Dude, how crazy would it be if this is what Trump uses? This war goes on for another 3 years and he's like, well, I can't leave the presidency now. I got to stay in until the war's over.
I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
I wouldn't be surprised. I think somebody has calculated that this is good for them politically. I think it's a wrong calculation, but they might be thinking about George Bush, where George Bush started all these wars and then he got elected again, basically because of the wars. Because a lot of times when you're in war, people don't want to change the president. So there might be some weird political calculation where they think this politically is going to help Republicans. Also, if they pass the SAVE Act, they might be right, because the SAVE Act is going to change the game when it comes to elections. But yeah, let me catch up with these super chats real quick. Jazz Feline with the $5. What's up, Jazz? Tattoo stopped being cool when cops started getting full sleeves. They've always not been cool to me, dude.
What's your problem with cops?
I think I missed this one earlier from my boy Saint Onion. Last time that I went to the VA, there were many sleeping in the parking garage. We have to take care of our own. Amen.
Exactly.
Amen. I think I caught them all there. No one's in case I missed this one. No one wants war. Trust me. I agree. Yeah, I think I got them all. Okay, we'll get back to the clip.
And really, it's okay to have hope. I mean, we hope for a better future, but we got to be brutally honest about what this administration has become.
Thank you guys for the super chats. Yeah, Alex is getting emotional about it. I think Alex is going to turn on Trump. The problem is, like, we're kind of fucked because, like, what other option do we have? Everything still seems worse than Trump. You know? Everything seems worse than Trump still. Like, our other options are, we cut your kid's dick off.
Yeah, you can't buy anything. You can't own anything.
Yeah. And you'll be happy.
Public grocery stores and shoveling snow into U-Haul trucks.
And transgenders, bald guys in tutus doing flips in the White House, which is literally what was happening under the Biden administration. The one that wouldn't stop stealing women's luggage.
Yeah, I remember that one. God, that guy looked like a...
He looked like Baraka from Mortal Kombat is what he looked like.
Nice.
Yeah. He had a demonic look to him.
I'm on 4% on my phone, just in case you guys are wondering.
Okay, we'll play this clip and we'll jump out because we're about 2 hours anyway. We're about into it. This is the last one with Alex. This is from today, I believe. Yeah, Trump is an errand boy of Israel. This is him talking with Nick Fuentes.
Trump is an errand boy of Israel.
Yeah, I don't think Alex is going to be on board the Trump train much longer.
Trump is right now saying, no, I made Israel attack first. Well, the Pentagon's like, no, we didn't want to attack during the day. And Rubio's like, yeah, they did it. Sorry. They're all freaked out about this. I know the chairman told him privately, he came on the news, this is a bad idea, don't do it. Well,
that's some crazy cartoon footage right there.
We'll follow your order though, sir. But here's, 70% bad options. We say don't do it. Then I confirm with others that Israel, basically Trump was like leaning on not doing the attack, so they did this. Now Trump is face saving because he wants to obviously do that, and that Trump got really pissed off. There's photos of him screaming at Hegseth. I think overall he's a good guy, but the bottom line is that I've confirmed that Israel is basically in control of our foreign policy by our own posture to be allied with them, and that is uncontrovertible. Because now they're trying to do damage control. Oh no, Trump gave the order. No, our very doctrine is if Israel's attacked, we attack. And so thank God Russia's not following its agreement with Iran or China, or we'd be in war with them right now. So it is a fact. And then the neocons, the Israel lobbies all over the internet attacking anybody that points this out and tries to say it's not the case. Well, Netanyahu brags about it. So, that's the big news. I'm not even defending Trump. It actually makes him worse. That it is now literally true. What I claimed, I wanted to claim wasn't true because I don't want to believe it. That Trump is an errand boy of Israel. And how do we deal with that, Nick Fuentes?
Well, if Trump is an errand boy for Israel, then you got to shut down his government. And that means you got to go into the midterms and you got to get the Democrats in. And the Democrats hopefully will impede the administration. That's what they're going to do. They're going to launch investigations, subpoenas.
You don't agree with that, huh?
No, dude. Absolutely not. That's insane.
I'm really interested what Israel pilled Alex Jones, because just 1 year ago, everybody was on his ass about him getting the phone call because he was being so pro-Trump and acting like he was, like we had Israel derangement syndrome and stuff like that for bringing these things up, and even I think it's what started some of the conflict with like some of the guys at his show and stuff like that. And now he's like fully on this train, which is really interesting to see.
Well, he's had Nick Fuentes on a lot. I think Nick Fuentes has his ear. I think he's always just. You remember they put him on the like ADL anti-Semitic list, so he really didn't want to be labeled as a Jew hater, because he's really not a Jew hater, and that's the thing. Like you talked about earlier, if you criticize Israel and you criticize their policy, you might as well be screaming Jews, 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 Jews to the pro-Israel crowd, because they're going to lob you in that same. They're going to lob you into that same group as being just a Jew hater, as opposed to somebody who doesn't agree with the decisions of a country.
Yeah, and I think that's like that's a manipulation tactic. I don't think that they actually think that. It's just it's ridiculous. It's a way, and it also cheapens the worth of. It's just like, if so many people call you racist, like find an instance of me being racist. I'm so sick of hearing that it's like, oh, we're schnauzis, we're racist. It just completely, there's no meaning to that word, to any of these words anymore.
It loses its power, and then you become like the boy who cried wolf, which is what's happened with racism. It's like, oh yeah, okay, he's racist, all right,
right.
So you've destroyed the power of that accusation. Like, it's been overused.
Right.
Go ahead, Davey. You're biting your lip there. I think you got something to say.
Dude, I could not disagree more with Fuentes saying that basically Democrats are going to come in and save us from Israel. That's bullshit. Chuck Schumer's in their pocket too. And this is the thing that people forget. You don't hate the media. You don't hate politicians enough. They're all in cahoots. They're all working towards the same goal, which is globalism. And the other thing that people just skim over is that it's not even Netanyahu. Like, stop talking about him, dude. Someone else is pulling his strings. If you want to say it's the Rothschilds or whoever the fuck, I don't care. But like, stop looking at the obvious shit, because that's not the actual answer.
Yeah. Well, I think whether or not Nick Fuentes does this and says this, I think at this point it's foregone conclusion that yes, the Democrats are going to take back the Senate and the House during the midterms. It was already looking like that. Now you add this Iran shit. I think.
But it happened to Biden too, dude. I mean,
Yeah, historically. Davey got
the entire. He'll be a lame duck.
Yeah, you
But-
froze up a little bit there. I had a little internet hiccup.
No.
He said the word is they got him. He said the word Israel too many times.
They got me, dude. They got me.
Talking a little. You said Netanyahu too many times. All right, well,
guess.
we're 2 hours in, and Della's phone is dying. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Thank you for showing up. Had a blast, and hopefully there will be peace on earth and goodwill and goodwill for mankind. Whatever the fuck that saying is.
Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
whatever.
God blesses everyone.
God
You know?
bless
Yeah.
everyone. All right. Well, thank you guys again. You guys want to shout out where the people can find you?
I am at Della Dream pretty much everywhere on X and Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, Davey.
Go follow Della on YouTube. She needs more YouTube followers. I primarily need followers on Instagram. So Davey for real on Instagram until I get my main account back.
Okay. Good luck. Good luck. Hope you get the account back, bro. That was fucked up. So
Yeah.
go follow Della. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you on the next show. I'll probably be back in about an hour to do some RE9 streaming. So see you guys soon. Okay. Take
Have
care.
fun crying in a corner, y'all. Bye.
Take care, bro.